Hello, my name is Andrew and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is such an exciting day for me. I am so stoked for this for this video today. As you can see, I have a box here. It says Fragile on it, which can only mean one thing. There's a new musical instrument inside of here, and I'm so excited to open it up today. Now there's another thing that is also totally way exciting, that I'm filming this video on Tuesday, and on Saturday, just like 3 days ago, this channel hit 500 subscribers, which I know that's not a lot in sort of like the grand scheme of, you know, like an actual content creator on YouTube, but I don't care. I mean, like 500 subscribers, that's huge to me, and I think it is well worth celebrating. And so really the first thing I wanted to say in this video is thank you so much for being here and for just, you know, investing your time in me and in my musical journeys that I do here on this YouTube channel. It's just such a tremendous pleasure for me to be doing this just purely for the fun of it, for doing these YouTube videos, and I'm just so glad that you guys enjoy watching as well. I always love reading comments, and it's just tremendous, and I love this. I love doing these videos, and I love playing music, and I am encouraged to keep doing it even more when I see that you guys watching also really enjoy it. So this is just awesome. So today's video is just kind of a random informal video. I just wanted to celebrate this milestone of hitting 500 subscribers, and one way that I thought would be a really great way to do that would be to unbox a new musical instrument, which, by the way, is totally coincidental because I bought this a few days ago last week, and I wasn't even thinking about, you know, a subscriber milestone on YouTube. I just bought it because I wanted to, and I'll get into the reasons why I bought this instrument in just a second. But hey, you know, why not also take advantage of the opportunity to celebrate with a new musical instrument? So today's video is just going to be informal. I just want to chat and hang out for a while. I think that'd be really fun. So before we get into the unboxing, there are definitely some ideas that I just wanted to mention briefly. I have some ideas for future YouTube videos, and as you have seen, I've been doing a lot of like instrument feature videos for the last little bit now, and you know, I featured the Wessex French horn, I featured my own violin and viola, and yeah, those videos are really fun for me, and it was just kind of like, hey, here's a free idea for a video, and you can just talk about something you enjoy, and that just is a lot of fun. And I have one more instrument feature that I would like to do. I have an instrument sitting here, this guy, which you guys probably have not seen yet. I've actually, this instrument, this is a carbon fiber violin made by Glasser, and this is, as far as I can find, pretty much the cheapest non-wood, you know, carbon-based violin that you can currently buy on the internet, which is really, really cool. And so I've had this violin actually for almost a year now. I bought it in November of 2021, and I have been loving it. There are some, you know, there are a lot of things that I'd like to point out about it, and I really want to do like a full review and demo of this violin. So instrument feature / review coming soon on this. So that's one thing that is in the works. Also, I've been doing some arrangements. I guess it's been a few months now since I posted my arrangement, or it's not really an arrangement, it's really more of a transcription and a cover, because I didn't really do hardly anything to the music itself, but my recording that I did of Comforting Memories from the Minecraft soundtrack, I loved making that video, and I got a lot of really positive, affirmative feedback on that video as well. So I feel like maybe that would be a fun sort of track to go down for a little bit too. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. I've been listening to a lot of Minecraft music, been really getting into it, really enjoying it. So I have a couple more arrangements in the works. Unfortunately, I wish I could say, you know, a certain time that you can expect, a timeline that you can expect new videos to be coming out. Since YouTube isn't my job, it's just a fun thing that I do in my free time, and meanwhile I do have a job and I'm a full-time music student. There's priorities that sometimes have to kind of take precedence over making YouTube videos, but it's something that I genuinely love to do so much, and I'm never going to stop doing it. So all of these ideas will eventually, hopefully before too long, become a reality, and you'll be able to see some more of these covers / arrangements of tunes from the Minecraft soundtrack here on my channel. So, you know, along with those ideas for future videos, I just really, you know, hitting this milestone is something that really is just motivating to me to want to keep doing more, and hopefully learn how to produce higher quality content as well. I am not skilled at all with video editing or even audio engineering. I'm particularly not skilled with knowing how to speak to the camera and knowing how to, like, you know, create a video narrative that is easy to follow and you know, very engaging. So, you know, that's a struggle for me, but something that I definitely do want to get better at. So yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about this instrument here that is in this box. If of course you've read the title of the video and you know that this is an electric violin, and this was kind of an impulse buy, but also it was not. Let me explain. So I have been seriously contemplating purchasing an electric violin for like probably more than a year now, and I've been doing extensive research into like all the brands and, you know, like what you can expect from different price points and just what options are there. Hey everybody, it's me, Editing Andrew. So sorry to interrupt. I realized as I was editing this video, by the way, this is coming out like literally a month later than I actually recorded it, mostly just because this video ended up being so long. I just rambled at the camera so much, and I feel really bad about that. But anyway, I wanted to try and just summarize for you in as short of an amount of time as I can what I basically took 15 minutes to say in the video, which is just way too long. Basically, in my whole search for an electric violin, I first looked into the Yamaha offerings, which are all really, really nice, but I ultimately abandoned Yamaha just because I didn't feel quite justified spending that much money, because Yamahas are not necessarily super cheap. And so I felt like, as somebody who's kind of new to the world of electric violin, I should spend a little bit less money. And so there were two brands that I found, Kinglos and Geneva. I hope I'm pronouncing that first one correctly, but they looked, Kinglos is found on Amazon, Geneva is mostly found on Reverb. They're about the same price point. They looked really nice, but they were definitely in a lower tier, and those were ones that I'd had on my radar for quite a while. and Geneva ended up being the one that I went with, as I found a really good deal on a Geneva violin on Reverb. I'd studied a lot, studied the reviews, everything, and I basically felt really good about it. So that's the gist of kind of my decision-making process. All right, let's get to the unboxing. So just a few days ago, just last week, I happened to hop on Reverb. I hadn't been on Reverb in a long time, and I saw a Geneva electric violin that had been marked down like $90 from its original price. This was a model that was selling for, I think, $289, and it was marked down to $199. And at that moment, I was like, this is too good to pass up. I should just go ahead and snag this one. So I did. And so that's why this is kind of an impulse buy, but not entirely, because I had researched this brand a lot already and I had contemplated it for a long time too. Anyway, that's basically the story. So without further ado, as I'm building up all this anticipation, let's just go ahead and open it up. Okay, so here is the case. It actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, let's just open it up and let's see what's in here. What we're looking at. Check that out. Look at this. So here is the bow. I'm just going to pull the bow out really quick. It was put in backwards, which is not great. But actually, this bow looks good. Like, usually the curve of the bow is not correct on these cheap bows, but that looks close to a professional curve. Anyway, it actually does not feel terrible at all, so that's very impressive. You know, it's like Christmas. You know, you're opening up a new instrument. It's just the most fun thing. So here is the violin. Oh boy. There is the bridge. The bridge was not wrapped in any plastic, which is not comforting, but the bridge actually looks pretty well shaped, so that's very encouraging. Now just the feel of the neck. Wow, this neck actually feels amazing. It's so smooth. Here's the shoulder rest, and the shoulder rest, I think it's got these two little screw pieces here that probably go into a couple of these holes on the back. That might need to be something I figure out off camera so I don't bore you with those details. We have active controls. It looks like there's not a battery. Got a little bit of rosin dust in here. We've got a 9-volt battery. Let's just get this put together. Yeah, okay. I will be back with you in a few minutes after I get this put together and tuned up and everything, and then we'll actually try and play it. Alright, see you in a sec. Okay, and we're back for the last part of the video where I have gone through and tried to set up this violin and plug it in and see if it actually works, and it does. The unfortunate thing that I've discovered is that it does not work passively. It must have the active electronics switched on in order for it to actually work. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but so far everything seems to be working pretty well. I have to really figure out, how does this thing actually work? Like, how can I actually use this sound and manipulate it to make it sound maybe more like an acoustic violin, or just how does the tone shaping work? That's something that is entirely brand new, because it's going to be completely different versus, say how it is with a guitar. So yeah, it's a brand new thing for me to start learning, but it's really cool. I'm having a lot of fun. So let me just play a little for you so that you can hear what this violin sounds like plugged in. Just totally raw, you know, with nothing on it or anything, just the tiny little bit of EQ. I just minimized the bass. That's it. So, yep, here we go. Well, I think that's about it for today, and of course, a lot of progress is needed to make this sound, you know, serviceable for a musical context, but at the very least, this is already excellent for practice purposes, and I do have to get used to the feel a little bit, but already it feels pretty good. The only thing that's uncomfortable is how high the strings are, and I think that's something that can be pretty easily fixed. So I'm super excited, and yeah, I think that's all for today's video, and just thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. Thank you so much for watching my videos and being interested in all these crazy musical things that I do over here, and thank you for 500 subscribers. This is incredible, and yeah, I hope to see you guys again very, very soon with some more fun musical content. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and yeah, thanks so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.